Hello guys, I'm Gökhan and this is Late Night Stocks. Today we are gonna talk about Moderna, BioNTech and Novavax again. On Friday, the Austrian government announced a full lockdown starting on Monday in response to cases of COVID-19 surging in Europe. That's why S&P 500 and Dow Jones ended lower, but tech stocks outperformed. If you watched our previous videos, I already predicted this situation in September. If you didn't watch any of them, I would like to recommend Winter is Coming video. So, the situation is nothing new for me. One of the most important points is the reaction of the Wall Street. Will these stocks fly to the moon again? The cases are surging in Europe, but how about the US? I think the situation is a bit underestimated in the United States. The last booster approval for everyone shows that, in my opinion, the government is in a panic. If we come back to the topic, is the lockdown in Austria the beginning of another lockdown wave? And another point, how about the US? The main reason behind the surging corona cases in Europe is low vaccination rate and Delta variant. On the other hand, in the US, the situation is not so different. According to Jim Reid, chief economist at Deutsche Bank, the US might be more vulnerable than Europe. He also pointed out the lower vaccination rate in the US. Guys, the situation is very serious. In addition to lockdowns, vaccine mandate will probably come. According to the news, Austria plans compulsory COVID vaccination for all. This vaccine mandate to come into effect from 1st February with exemptions for those unable to receive a jab on medical grounds. Maybe you think that Austria is a middle-sized European country, but Germany faces national emergency. A fourth wave of COVID infections has seen case numbers reach record levels in Germany. The health minister has said a lockdown can't be ruled out. In other words, lockdown is coming. When we look at the chart, share of people vaccinated against COVID-19 as of 20th November, Germany and the United States are in the middle. In Germany, fully vaccinated people are less than 70% of its population. And in the US, the situation is worse than Germany and the rate is below 60%. So, what do you think? You don't be a Nostradamus to predict what's gonna happen. Okay, I think the news was enough. Let's talk about the possible effects of this news on stock prices. Moderna performed well this week and didn't erase the gains on Friday. One of the reasons why the Moderna stock price increased this week, Moderna announced first participant dosed in Phase 2, Phase 3 study of its mRNA RSV vaccine. Phase 2, Phase 3 means the studies are parallel. When we look at the highlights, RSV illness in older adults results in an estimated $3 billion in annual medical cost in the US each year. So you can say basically the RSV market is about $3 billion at least, because in addition to cost you save the lives. When we look at the pipeline of Moderna, we see flu vaccine, RSV vaccine and CMV vaccine at phase 3. This is important because Moderna has more advanced pipeline than its competitor BioNTech. BioNTech is a great company and outperforms Moderna during the pandemic, but BioNTech doesn't have any product at phase 3. When we look at its oncology pipeline, we see a lot of drug candidates at phase 2 but not yet in phase 3. When we look at their pipelines, Moderna will very likely bring another mRNA drug in the market before BioNTech. This is important for investors because many of them think that COVID-19 vaccine doesn't count. But don't forget, these companies invested 20 years to develop their mRNA platforms. So the development time of COVID-19 vaccine for BioNTech and Moderna is 20 years plus 7 months. When we continue with the news, CDC vaccine advisors voted unanimously to recommend booster doses of Pfizer, BioNTech's and Moderna's COVID-19 vaccines for all US adults 6 months after they finished their first 2 doses. In addition to this, they recommended another 47 million adults who are not yet vaccinated to get vaccinated as soon as possible to protect themselves, their families, loved ones, and communities. Again, that's nothing new for me. I told you in our previous videos that the boosters will be approved for all adults in the US. I think they will also cover adolescents and children in the end. The US is now averaging 94,000 new COVID-19 cases each day, according to Johns Hopkins University, a 31% increase over last week and back to levels last seen more than a month ago. Another problem is the waning immunity. The people who were vaccinated last winter and spring now would be the time that their protection is waning. If governments mandate the booster shots next year, I'm not gonna be surprised. When we look at the stock price was $263 on Friday. When we consider the latest news, the stock price will very likely increase this week. And if another vaccine rally happens, the next stop will be $350, I think. We are still in the beginning of winter, and in my opinion, another vaccine rally is very possible. If you look at the BioNTech, we see similar situation. The stock price was about $290 on Friday and increased more than 20% just in a week. I was always bullish for BioNTech and took several videos about this company. Its potential and revenues show that the company is still undervalued. We got also good news from BioNTech this week. BioNTech's skin cancer therapy wins FDA's Fast Track designation. FDA's Fast Track designation means the drug can be approved faster by FDA. This skin cancer product candidate based on iNeST platform and at phase 2 now. Moderna and BioNTech accelerated their pipelines with the cash flow from COVID-19 vaccine sales, and I'm looking forward to see another mRNA product in the market. Let's see which one of them will bring first. BioNTech's stock price chart is not so different from Moderna, but we see some resistance levels like $300. The stock price is very close to that resistance level, and if it breaks, the next stop will be between $350 and $400. This company has a forward PE ratio of 7 and strong pipeline. If you are considering to invest in BioNTech, I will recommend it. Of course, every investment involves risk, and do also your own research. Novavax is heading to $200. The company had $14.5 billion market cap and closed with $192 stock price on Friday. I know I show very frequently advanced purchase agreements for its COVID-19 vaccine, but this makes a lot of difference. The company secured more than 1.5 billion doses in contracts. If the company sells a dose for $10, it makes more than $15 billion, more than its market cap. Maybe you can say the company is one of the main supplier of COVAX. That means maybe the profit margin is lower, but in that case, let's the price to sales ratio 2 or 3. Novavax confirms European Medicines Agency review of COVID-19 vaccine filling for conditional marketing authorization. As you know, Europe ordered up to 200 million doses of Novavax COVID-19 vaccine, and after this review, the vaccine will probably approved and Novavax will deliver these doses to Europe. The company has also summarized its processes in this announcement. The Novavax and Serum Institute of India vaccine has recently received emergency use authorization in Indonesia and Philippines, and the companies have also filed for emergency authorization in India and for emergency use listing with the World Health Organization. Novavax also announced regulatory fillings for its vaccine in the United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and with the World Health Organization. In addition to this, the companies announced that they have submitted to Ministry of Food and Drug Safety for the first protein-based COVID-19 vaccine candidate in South Korea. Meanwhile, according to Reuters, India has approved the export of 20 million doses of Novavax COVID-19 vaccine made by the Serum Institute of India to Indonesia. When we look at the stock price chart, we see a resistance level at $119. Maybe you think that the stock price is in a bearish trend, but please consider the latest news also. If the stock price can exceed $190 or $200, next stop will be $260, $270. According to company and in my opinion, there are a lot of good news on the way. I know Novavax delayed a lot and you don't trust maybe this company, but this time with this COVID-19 vaccine, the company can get success. Its market cap is relatively low in comparison to another vaccine makers. That means more upside potential maybe. So guys, that was everything from my side. Please give a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching till the end. Until next time, keep calm and watch our videos. Bye.